Hello, everyone. If you are new here, my name is Ree, and I'm a homeschooling mom that happens to also be a professional educator. On this channel, we focus on homeschooling, all things education related, and personal care topics. I would like to have you join our Blissful Connections family, so please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I upload a new video. Thank you for joining me on this journey. So, as we continue watching this situation unfold, more information comes out surrounding Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson. Now that others in the family on both sides have spoken, Sharon Palmer, which is Kiki's mother, and Sharonis Jackson, which is Darius's brother, they reveal more details that shed light on this story where we now see there really is more going on. That's what I want to talk about today. As many of you know, I am a professional counselor as well and tend to look at situations such as interpersonal relationships from that lens. I do see behaviors present in this situation that reveal deeper problems, such as passive aggressiveness and manipulation at play. From the revelations offered between the mother and brother, it appears someone may not be presenting a truthful image of the situation. For example, hearing things like one accusing another of being allegedly a sociopath and that one's dark behavior was learned from their older sibling tells me that there's something serious going on in the story. Like the saying goes, where there's smoke, there's fire. Whenever we share a situation from our point of view, and there are, say, important parts of the story left out or not shared quite like they happened, then we are not being truthful. There are reasons for this behavior, such as not wanting the truth out there, right? Then someone has to ask themselves why. Why would anyone not want the truth revealed? So, as we all know by now, Kiki filed for the restraining order that was granted to her. In her upcoming hearing, she has to share what happened to get to this point. That means she'll have to basically relive the situation that she experienced over time at the hands of her ex. Now, this could trigger things in her and create more pain for her to cope with. Victims of violence experience a myriad of emotions, and as a result, they cope with their situations in various ways. Sometimes they can choose to take on the fight or flight mentality to cope because it just becomes too much to deal with in the moment. I choose to be careful of the words I use at this time because words really hurt people, and victims oftentimes are judged in the middle of these types of ordeals. If you understand violence of this type, you know then the victims can easily be judged and accused of allowing, for example, things to happen to them. This is not, in my opinion, the wisest thing to do because not only could I be adding pain to the victim, which I would not want to do, but also inadvertently support an abuser. Relationships where violence is present need immediate help. These are serious allegations where more challenges are more likely just beneath the surface. My heart breaks for anyone in abusive relationships. So we'll just have to wait and see how Kiki chooses to deal with this season of her life. I just truly wish peace for this young lady. She has the important job of raising this beautiful baby, and he needs his mother whole and happy to care for him completely. I also make note of the more subtle behaviors. I noticed that Darius responded shortly after the judge granted the restraining order. I noticed that Kiki remained silent during all of these allegations and point of views around their relationship coming out. I also noticed the secondary voices to this situation coming out at this time versus, say, before she filed to share specific incidences and situations within this story. Now, I also saw that Darius's brother was quick to respond to Kiki's mother with a very strong retaliatory demeanor. And then, in similar fashion, when Kiki's court filing was approved, I noticed Darius responded rather quickly also. But he was responding with a much more controlled demeanor, directly referencing time with the baby. You know, there are pregnancies that occur in some of these abusive relationships that adds another layer of stress to the situation because now that relationship can become a space where the abuser finds the open opportunity to continue abusing. I'm not accusing anyone of anything in this situation because I'm not involved, but just saying that adding children to an abusive relationship gives it room to create more harm over an extended period of time. Abusers see children as a gate where they have access to the other parent. Again, this happens both with the males and the females, but it gives them in their head more time and opportunity to abuse because they have a person or people in the middle that's connected to both. Again, in my opinion, there appears to be a few things at play here, with passive aggressiveness being one of them, along with an attempt at manipulation to control the narrative. I'm going to continue following this situation to see where it goes. If my thoughts are true, there's something darker at play behind the scene of at least one player in this situation. Thank you all for taking time to spend a little of it with me as we further discuss the situation with Kiki and her ex. If you know anyone or possibly are experiencing abuse yourself, please reach out to a trusted source for help. If you or someone you know doesn't have a person they trust in their space, then please reach out to the agencies that are um, here to help you deal with situations of this type. We have to be careful out here and know that this behavior is not okay, nor should it be tolerated. Abusers need one form of help, while victims of their abuse need another. With that, I want to say I wish you a day full of love, joy, and peace. Take care, family.